And she said, yeah, I'm gonna go to the emergency room at like 8 p.m. yesterday.
Okay, I'm streaming, so if it has anything to do with like that,
Nice and clean.
Like what?
I mean, if it's just anything that can't be
You
seen on
know,
stream.
I don't think it isn't. No, but she went to the hospital, whatnot, blah blah blah. And she was gone, like, it was from 8 to like 1 in the morning, and I was like, where the hell is this bitch? Well, she didn't tell me that she was gonna go help her mom work on an apartment. And she easily could have told me whatnot. But she didn't take her dog out before she left. And so, as soon as Jesse left, her dog shit and pissed in the back room in the floor.
I'll be pissed.
Dude, I was. Especially because she stepped in it, smushed it into the carpet in multiple different spots, and then got on their bed. And I kind of started laughing at the bed part. Because I was like, stupid bitches, they have to sleep on shit. Well, I was like, Jesse, where are you at? You need to hurry up and get back because your dog... like, I told her to take it out before she left. It's not my responsibility. It wasn't my dog. They should have... I don't know. They should do something with it. This sounds... I don't know how this sounds with me, but...
Oh, where'd
like,
my aphid go?
Like, they should have taken care of their dog that they wanted. Well, that Andrew wanted, and should have taken care of it. Because it's not my responsibility. And I was like, Jesse, you quite literally have shit to clean up. And you need to get back here. And she's like, and she snapped back at me saying, why don't I do it? I'm always sitting on the video games doing nothing. Why can't I take the dog out and clean up her mess? Well, I was sat there and I was like, well, first of all, not my responsibility. I didn't want the dog. Andrew bought the dog for you and him. It's your dog. You should take responsibility. You should take it out. Make sure that it goes shit and piss outside, not my fucking carpet, because as soon as they leave, I have to rip it up and throw it outside. What else? She got snappy with me, and I was like, bitch, literally, it's your, like, I'm not down to deal with this shit. And she's like, and she was just being an asshole about it. Like, I can send you the fucking, or screenshots of it. And I do no kill. When I tell you that I paragraphed that bitch, I paragraphed that bitch.
not the paragraphs.
Bro, I hit her with the paragraphs.
I could tell just from, like,
that one night, yeah.
That one night. So.
I didn't like any of those people.
Andrew is fine. He's just a little retarded.
No, Andrew's kind of like Andrew's retarded, but he's respectable.
Yes, he's a respectable retard.
Like, but
Now Jessie, no, she's a bitch.
And it's like not even a
Like-
bad, not even a good fuck, like a bad not fuck.
Like some things leading up to this, I was like, I'm not about to just sit here and be, because she said I always sit and play my games. Well, yeah, that's true. But also, when she opens the door and Freya comes running in here to me, I take her outside a lot of the time because I know if I don't, she's gonna piss and shit in the floor. So I take her out, bring her back in, whatnot. But she's like, well, you are always in there on the games. Well, Andrew sits in there on his ass with the dog on the games and lets it shit and piss in the floor. It's not my problem. I'm not back there. It's not my dog. It is my house, though, and I asked them to be like, hey, will you make sure that she doesn't do this? And I also asked them to be like, hey, will you guys, like, I get it, but you're also staying here. Will you guys, like, provide and do stuff as well? Like, if it's do some of the dishes, clean off the counter.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting a free place to fucking live. They better be doing
Yeah, yeah. And, like, hey, if I ask you, go get dog food, will you go get dog food? Water, something like something that we need for the house, will you go get it, please, if you have the time or the money? And Andrew has bills. Now he has bills because when I kicked Jessie out, he went with her. He didn't have to, but she would leave the fucking dishes in the sink, wouldn't do them, so I had to get up and do them. Which, in Julie's, whoever does their dish, do your own dishes is what the policy is. And I do my own dishes. I do Dad's dishes. I'm not about to do two other people's dishes. And so I did their dishes and whatnot, blah, 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 and I was like, and then there was one night I was coming in, and I had groceries with me. Well, she had just got out of the truck and didn't take any of the bags in with me. And I was like, alright, I just fucking one-trip that bitch, because I'm not going back out there. brought it all in, and she got over there to the she's like, "Do you want me to do this?" Yeah, that'd be very great. Thank you. But I don't. And I was also there's some things, other things that I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, their house is.
Dude, Caleb, have you been over to Rector? Or have you been to their other dude? Yeah. Which this is doesn't sound bad, which I'm fighting it and it's going down a lot. She brought him and her brought roaches in here, like wood roaches. Yeah, I know. And so every time I didn't know that until recently. Yes, and I also didn't know that until recently. And I'm fighting them, and I'm not seeing as much. I'm beating the fuck out of these roaches.
Immediately would have been kicked out, gone forever, never to be seen again. You're not even my friend. Like at that point. Roaches,
yeah.
Come like you're not my friend. Like you're just.
But I've been fighting them. I've got them whooped down.
So.
I know.
There's one thing I can't stand for ants. Sure, I don't care. Ants are.
Yeah, ants or whatever. Well, wood roaches, but yeah. But yeah, that happened. And so I was like, alright, fuck it. Well, her, but me and Andrew are still on good terms. But yeah,
So did you just give her a paragraph and tell her to fuck off?
basically, and so when she got here, she was like, fine, I'll get my stuff. And she got her stuff, handed it to her mom, but her mom had to go back to work. And so she was left here by herself. And then Andrew got off at work at 5 in the morning and was like, what's going on? Like, he didn't know anything. I was like, oh yeah, go ask Jesse what happened. And he read all the paragraphs and whatnot. He's like, oh. And so like 6 o'clock rolled around, or like 7 maybe. And he's like, all right. He walked out the door and Jesse walked with her and so did the dog. But no, Jesse, I will not be trying to have anything to do with Jesse. She even had the audacity, because it's Andrew's house, it's Andrew's mom's house, and he's paying for the bills, he's taking over, and it's gonna be his house. And Andrew's like, yeah, bro, anytime you want to come over and whatnot. Yeah, whatnot. And she said, no, that I will not be going over there at all. And I was like, bitch, not your fucking house. And she's like, I'm gonna be living there, so yeah. And I'm like, watch me. Die. But no, she said that shit, and then she came in here to go get her stuff get more of her stuff. And as she walked down the hallway, I was like, Andrew, am I allowed at your house? And he goes, yeah, of course, why not? And I said, Jesse said otherwise, and he goes, fuck that bitch.
Stay away.
Damn. Is that not his girlfriend?
No, it is, but
Someone
it won't
help
last
me.
long.
Yeah, he's in
Well, that, and also once she finds out that he lied and has cheated on her multiple times, it's gonna be even worse.
If I don't remember, Andrew
she's psycho
looks
crazy.
like he's out of his league. Andrew looks like he's out of the league anyways, if I remember him right.
He's a Mexican with a big dick. There you go.
That's crazy. A big dick Mexican with a she's not even an average white girl. She's an ugly ass white girl.
I know. Dude, trust me. When it was during school, we had like some parties and whatnot, and one of them, she dressed no, she dressed like a slut, and I was like, okay. And Caitlin, somewhat not as bad, but she had like a skirt on, not too short. But Jesse had like a short skirt with no panties and like a tight shirt and whatnot. And I was like, literally, that's a fucking hoe. And she's like, I'll dress however the fuck I want to dress. I was like, all right, hoe bag.
That's exactly what happened.
No.
And then literally when she was living here, which she said that she was my cousin. She is not our cousin, Caleb. Her stepfather is our cousin. She is not related to him at all.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Bitches will be lying.
But she literally would walk around the house, and she would make sure like obviously, like she would say some shit, and I knew that I knew we're not cousins, but she would walk around in skimpy ass clothes and make sure that I saw her.
Stop.
Weird.
Yeah, no, she's a hoe.
She gives me Sarah vibes.
Stop.
Who the fuck is Sarah?
That's a whole nother story with me.
Bro, you don't even want to know.
Kind of. This is story time.
Is it a snake?
This is story time. No, but she's definitely a hoe, and that will not last long between them. Because the second.
So Wesley, does Sarah, like, do you still talk to her? Like,
No.
you don't talk to her? Okay. I can't believe that your brother didn't believe you. That's just crazy.
I am curious, what happened?
Tell him. Tell him.
Some weird shit, dude.
No, I'm not telling him. Not right now.
Why not?
Because his
If you're
girlfriend's
streaming,
here.
bro.
I'm streaming?
No.
Then what?
Because his girlfriend's here.
I know
No.
about it, you fucking dipshit.
Is it because you don't love me?
Oh, are they at
Wesley?
the house? Are they?
Is Sarah family? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah. Did he just leave?
Oh, her brother
I'll
is
say
with
it.
him.
I'll say it.
That's
I'll
why
say
he's
it.
not saying
I'll say
anything.
it. Okay, so,
I forgot about
Sarah, his
Yes.
sister, isn't that,
His sister-in-law.
sister-in-law? Okay, yeah, so they're married. That's,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, so, yeah,
So
and
they're
she
married,
all the
and
time is
she
messaging
yeah, she's
other guys.
cheating ass, just
Yeah.
messaging.
and
messaging.
someone,
Someone,
yeah, and
someone catfished her
Was-
with Wesley's pictures and sent her a huge cock. She
messaged him on Messenger,
Wesley
and
and started flirting with him, asking to fuck, asking to see his dick, asking all this.
yeah, and all kinds of
And
crazy
then
shit.
when Wesley brought it up to his mom and brother.
Didn't
His
believe
mom
him.
believed
His
him,
br-
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, she did, but his fucking brother
was
didn't.
trying to find him and shit.
Wesley, why didn't you show your brother the text messages?
I did.
And then he still
He
didn't
still
believe
was
you?
like, you don't gotta lie, bro. Like, bro,
Tell
you
your
fucking
brother he's a
stupid.
fucking retard then.
Oh.
Yeah, she's still messing around with other guys, dude. Still.
She is, yep. I'm hungry. Dude, like,
Again?
I'm hungry.
Does anyone want to pick me up for that?
Like, I think it was because I was dehydrated, bro.
You will catch me dead.
Because now
Nigga,
my
I'll
stomach is like
drive.
telling
I'll
me
drive.
now. It's telling me.
I'll drive to North Point and then I'll park and then I'll come with you.
Who's picking you up from North Point?
Not us. Not us.
Nigga. Y'all don't
That's
love
crazy.
me.
You know he's
Y'all
streaming,
don't
right?
love me. Oh yeah.
He's black, it's okay.
I am. How did you know? Listen here, white boy. Alright, so I now have. Wesley, if you would like to cash at me $10, I can easily do it.
You don't have cash up.
I do, nigga. I do. Sorry.
It's not gonna fucking work.
Sorry.
Jesus!